Hey, good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today's Wednesday. We're going to do our daily reading today. I'm going to use the Somnia Tarot. I'm switching it up. Time for a break. We'll take a look at current situation and the influences around that. Hope you all are doing well, and I appreciate all of you as well. I really do. But let's get started. Not a but and. I guess and is a better word. Let's do this. Okay, so what do we got? Current situation. I'm going to use the Radiant Wise to clarify. Death. Present influence. Page of Wands. Future influence. High Priestess. What we don't see. Three of Cups, what to look for. Ace of Wands. You know, that's been coming up a lot. Unexpected. Knight of Wands, challenge. Four of Wands, strength. Eight of Wands, lots of wands. Lots of wands. And where does this lead? Seven of Cups. Tower. Ace of Pentacles, wheels at the bottom of the deck. You know, when I look at this wheel, I do think about time burning away. It's kind of like, not really that it is, it's more of how you feel. Like, and I feel like this has been going on for a while, right? That stuck, that non-clear, that there's just a feeling of time's just getting away from me. What am, I get the overall feeling of that with this. I mean, with this reading, yes and no. I mean, I do, though. I get it. With the Wands energy that there is in this reading, and there's quite a bit, that's like passion, that's motivation, that's excitement, that's, just a lot of energy. And it's like, okay, I want this and I'm going to go after it and I'm going to do it. It's a doing type energy. You don't sit on it. You don't think about it. You don't feel about it. You just kind of do it. And if there's any kind of feelings, it's about passion and excitement and it's that kind of energy. And I think that's part of the thing is that feeling of time getting away makes you kind of push it a little bit, pushing things because let's get this. I feel like time's getting away from me. Death is in the current situation, and I do believe that we had this yesterday as well, and thinking the unexpected, there things are changing. And when we have death, I definitely feel like it's a positive change. Changes of any type, we don't know how they're going to turn out, right? But regardless of how this situation turns out, there is a growth with the death card. It's not just a change, it's a growth, it's transforming. It's, even if the change is a physical change, not an emotional change, it's still growth. Does that make sense? Like, and I do feel like a lot of times with the death, it is about shedding skin, about understanding yourself too. So there is a self-discovery as well, it could be. Tell me about this death card in the current situation. Lovers, Nine of Cups, Three of Wands. I mean, this could be about a partnership, relationship. I feel like it's going from, this is what I wish for. And I feel like with the Three of Wands as part of the clarifier that you're going to see, I feel like this is a transformation of a relationship. You've had your wishes on something, and this death card is going to bring you into seeing the conclusion of that. Now, I wanted to say ships come in because that's what the Three of Wands is, but it's also, seeing the work that you've done, right? I do feel like it stems from this Page of Wands. Now, in this deck, he's actually literally writing a note. So I do feel like this is a message for sure. Now, with messages from Wands, there's probably a little bit of a feeling of excitement. Tell me about this Page of Wands in the present situation. Present influence, sorry. Yeah, okay, so we got the Justice again. So we've got Page of Pentacles, Justice, Six of Swords. I feel like you're going to get some kind of message on something that you've worked very hard for. This message, though, is going to allow you to move forward with whatever it is that you need to move forward with. I feel like there's something that's going to come in real soon here. Timing, I mean, I feel like over the next few days, honestly, that this is all happening, because it's the same energy again. I mean, almost exactly the same. It's like it's continuing. So High Priestess is in the future influence. Let's see what this is about. I don't want to speculate that it's Four of Wands, Ten of Swords, Six of Cups. You know, I feel like this is a feeling. So there's something, and this may be real or just something that you're thinking about in the near future, where, you know, there was something that you were really celebrating that's coming to an end, and it reminds you of something from the past. Again, I feel like that's why this wheel is there as well. It feels like I'm getting myself in the same old situation. I don't feel like this is negative at all, but I feel like there is a feeling of, you know, is this the same exact thing? Am I getting I thought it was different. Celebrate Ten of Swords ending, the Six of Cups, the past. And it comes, I mean, the High Priestess is about our inner knowing, you know, and our higher self as well, you know, tapping into that. And I feel like there may be a point in here in a few days where you're just going to really listen to your gut, and I think it'll give you a lot of understanding, and I think it comes from that, and it does have to do with a reminder of the past. And I feel like that you thought things would be different, maybe, or because again, when we look at the past, is it the same or is it different? Because if it reminds us from something negative from the past, we're going to assume that the same thing's going to happen. So I feel like you'll get a better grip on what's really happening here. We have the Three of Cups in what you don't see. I still feel like there's someone is celebrating you, and we've talked about this several times in the last couple weeks, where, you know, there is a feeling of you being celebrated that you don't realize, that someone really is watching or looking or recognizing what, you know, who you are, what you are to them, what you are to the situation. Could be work. So tell me about this Three of Cups. I'm leaning away from work only because we had the Lovers right at the get. So yeah, there is, again, so the Three of Cups, I feel like this is someone seeing you in a different light. And when I say that, it's this, the Ace of Swords is, you know, the clarification or the aha moment, the clarity. The Queen of Swords has a focus, and she's focused on this Three of Pentacles. I feel like this person is watching this Three of Pentacles, seeing what you do, how you do it, is watching you. So there's a situation where there's a group of people that you may be involved in where they're kind of watching what you're doing. And it could be work where maybe a boss or, you know, a supervisor is watching what you're doing with this situation, and they're going, yeah, I like what she's doing. I like where she's going. I like where he's going. I like what he's doing. I'm sorry about the pronouns, but that's just, I can't get around that. Sorry. So, you know, I think that there's definitely something happening that you don't realize. With the Ace of Wands and what to look for, I like that because it's looking for the passion, and the unexpected is the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. There goes Karen again. It's the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands also is about energy and moving forward. The Knight of Wands also, I mean, it could be movement, it could be travel. We've got the Eight of Wands in the positive, and I think these two go together, the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. The reason why I feel that, it's the same type of energy. I mean, the Eight of Wands can be messages coming in, which is the Page of Wands. And the Eight of Wands can be travel, and so can the Knight of Wands. So there's definitely some forward movement, whether it's travel or just moving forward in a situation. Tell me about this Knight of Wands, please. Again, clarified with the Knight of Wands. Page of Cups and Sun. So you are definitely moving towards there. I feel like there's definitely, someone going to reach out and give you something, whether it's just knowledge or this is what's happening or this is the way I feel, but it's good stuff because the Page of Cups is all about good stuff. And it could be even, this is going to change your situation. So if this is work, it's going to level you up. If this is personal, it's going to level the relationship up. This Knight of Wands, I feel like you are suddenly going to get something that makes you feel really good, happy, joyful. That is definitely coming in with this Knight of Wands. If it's a person that's been not reaching out and you don't understand, again, we're going back to that's going to come in. If it's work, I think you're going to understand more, or there's something that comes in, or travel, or and travel could be across the country, it could be across the world, but it also could be just getting in a car and going. You know what I mean? It could be anything, and it could be forward movement of a situation. So I do feel like, though, with that energy of the Knight of Wands, though, I do feel like it's going to be something too that reminds you of the past, because the Knight of Wands is always looking to the left on most cards. And I feel like in both these decks he was, so I feel like there's something it's gonna feel good. The Knight of Wands is good energy. Now we've got the Four of Wands in the challenge. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Yeah, okay, so someone is celebrating you, and someone, we got the Three of Cups, which is what you don't see, the Hangman, and then the Page of Cups. So I feel like this is you just needing to look at things differently, because if there is an offer coming in, you're going to struggle with celebrating it. But I think the key here is, I think the situation's changing, and that's hard to deal with. It's not bad. I don't feel like it's bad, but I feel like it's changing. There's also a feeling to me like the challenge may be just like literally having a conversation, and that may be hard right now for some reason. But I do feel like with the Three of Cups and the matching Three of Cups down here, we've got the Hangman and the message that comes in. This message comes in, and it's I feel like it's good and you become happy, but it's also like I feel like you're stifled from celebrating because you don't want to go back the way you were feeling here recently. And I feel like that's what that Four of Wands is. We've got the Eight of Wands in the Strength. Tell me about this Eight of Wands, please. You know what, I really like where all of this is going to be honest with you. So, because we've got, Seven of Cups, you realize your choices. Tower, things are going to change. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. So I think all in all, this works out really well. So tell me more about this Eight of Wands in your Strength. Eight of Swords, Tower. Okay, there's definitely something coming in that's going to release you being stuck and will allow you to move forward and take on a new opportunity, which again, we've got the Ace of Wands down here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles coming in pretty soon. So keep in mind that this stuck feeling is going away here really soon, and that's the Strength. Now, the energy of the shifting of energy could be anything, so be prepared because it may not feel positive, but it definitely allows you to take a leap of faith, and it's definitely something that's going to promote that as well. The Seven of Cups, though, is going to be your choices. So I do feel like you have choices here. Now, keep in mind, this is the energy. This is where it leads. So I think once you realize with that Eight of Wands, you know, there's something really good about that forward movement, but it does give you choices, and you will have to make a decision. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. What are these that are where this leads to? Temperance, Three of Pentacles, and Strength. You know, I feel like you're going to definitely decide, like, do I want to... There's some kind of balance in the situation with the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles, right, is about collaboration. It can be with just one person. It can be with a group of people. And with the Strength, it's having the will to sustain something and to work through something in a manner of not giving too much away, as far as, you know, don't going into anger, or, you know, it's just, okay, I got to deal with this the way I need to deal with it. So I think the choices are not as much someone saying you get A or B. It's more how I deal with this situation and how I move forward is going to plant seeds to be able to reach this Ace of Pentacles. And I do want to know more. So it leads to the Tower after the Seven of Cups. So let's do the Tower really quickly. Oh, I didn't pull an advice card. Tell me about the Tower, please. Hermit, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Your searching is definitely has led to a new opportunity, and that is coming in towards you with that Knight of Swords, and that's the change. You're going to be going from in your own head to moving forward, and that shift in energy is a change. So it's kind of like going from an Eight of Swords, which we had on the choices, or on the Eight of Wands. Anyway, from being kind of stagnant to not moving to feeling stuck, to the Knight of Swords, which is going straight forward. So there's something here that feels like things are definitely changing. And I like that is also has the Ace of Pentacles, because that's where this is leading to the Ace of Pentacles, a brand new opportunity. Okay, so because I went out 3 cards, you're talking, you know, this is an ongoing process, so this may not happen immediately. Everything's a process, and the daily readings are to tell you where kind of you're at, like right now with this, the rest of the reading. This is the probable outcomes over here, depending on what you do, because we all have free will, right? So we say probable because it really depends on your decisions on how you decide to move forward with any situation. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Hangman, Queen of Swords, Five of Cups. You are looking at, that's kind of interesting. I feel like, honestly, your the Hangman energy, looking at something differently, is bringing in a new opportunity. You have been focused on what you've lost, and I feel like by looking at that differently, it's going to bring in something better and new. Tell me more. What? I mean, you're going to get a new opportunity. I mean, I'm a little confused about with the Five of Cups there, but I feel like Ace of Pentacles is never a bad opportunity, but I feel like it's the way you look at it. So I feel like, you know, before I get to the advice card, is really look at how you're dealing with the situation and how you're perceiving it. Because that Ace of Pentacles, I feel like, is by freeing your mind and allowing yourself to be free from this stuck situation, you're going to allow yourself into new opportunities. and it does have to do with feelings and actions, and it's not predictive in the sense that this is going to happen. It's the work that you do. You know, it's the way you perceive, it's the way you act, it's the way you move forward. It's the way you don't move forward. You know, anything that you do is, you know, is your outcome, right? And I feel like this is saying that if, you know, you're kind of looking at things differently and you perceive something that may be feeling very hurtful or hard, that, you know, shine the light on that to free yourself. Okay, so, and I'm going to go on. I'm sorry. I feel like this is saying that this new opportunity comes from you looking at a disappointment differently. You're going to see what you have. I think it's changing that reflection of, look, I've been disappointed 100 million times or whatever. It could be not that much, but I've been disappointed enough. And you know what? I need to really move forward. Again, we got the wheel. We're losing time here. And I need to focus on what I have. And it's like a freeing moment for you. The Ace of Pentacles. So, but I think there's a lot of energy moving towards that. And what I do feel good is it is energy. It's not stuck. It's not a lot of swords here. There's a lot of movement here, which says things are progressing. Advice. Three of Pentacles. I think it's, you know, take advantage of the people that you have working around you, whether it's work, family, love, friends, whatever. Excuse me. You know, utilize that energy of other people, their strengths, their ability to help, to let you move forward. I feel like sometimes we really try to do things on our own, and it's fine. But sometimes we can tap into other people's strengths, other people's knowledge, other people's, you know, what they have that we don't have, or not necessarily that we don't have, but maybe they're better at it than us. Like I look at the Three of Pentacles a lot about that. So utilize those tools around you, whether they're people or, you know, research, or even, you know, I mean, I would go so far as like reaching your higher self as well. It's not just about other people. It's about you. Anything else we need to know today? Strength, Six of Swords, Ace of Swords. You know, we all need to be strong when we're making a decision to move away from something, whether it's good or bad. You know, moving forward is always hard. With the Ace of Swords, I feel like, again, there's I think too, maybe be clear on what you need, what you want, but it also could be clarity coming in. I feel like things are finally moving, and I feel like we're getting out of that Eight of Swords feeling, or that we've had that stuck feeling for a long time. We've had moon energy, and we're not getting that. So I feel like that's really good. That's a really good sign, because once things become clear, you can make a you know, an action. So there you have it. There is your reading for today. I hope you like that. Let me know, please. I appreciate your comments, and a thumbs up would be really appreciated. Take care. Have a beautiful day.